Greetings, leaders, dreamers, and world changers. Today, I stand before you to challenge you, to awaken something within you that refuses to settle, that refuses to accept the opinions of those who doubt you. Because in life, you will always face critics, naysayers, and those who tell you what you cannot do. But I declare to you today, one of the greatest battles you will ever face in life is not against external forces, but against the opinions of others. Every single day, you will encounter people who think they know what you are capable of. They will look at you and define your limits based on what they see, what they assume, and what they have experienced. But I have come to tell you today, your potential is greater than their opinion. From the moment you were born, the world started putting labels on you. Society decided where you fit in, what you could achieve, and how far you could go. They looked at your background, your education, your abilities, and they made up their minds about what you can and cannot do. But what they do not realize is that your potential is not defined by their perception. Potential is a dangerous thing. It is something that cannot be measured by human understanding. It is not limited by past failures, by current circumstances, or by the size of your bank account. Potential is the seed of greatness that has been placed inside you, waiting to be unlocked. But if you are not careful, you will let the opinions of others become the prison that traps your potential. How many people have abandoned their dreams because of a careless word spoken by someone who never believed in them? How many businesses were never started? How many books were never written? How many ideas were never pursued? Simply because someone said, "You're not good enough," or "That's impossible." The problem is not that people have opinions. People will always have opinions. The problem is that we allow those opinions to dictate our decisions, our actions, and our belief in ourselves. We accept their words as truth, when in reality they are only limitations dressed as advice. Some of you are sitting on dreams that you were meant to bring to life, but you have been paralyzed by what someone else told you. You've been carrying around the weight of their doubts, their criticisms, their disbelief. And because of that, you've settled. You've convinced yourself that maybe they're right. Maybe you are dreaming too big. Maybe you should just play it safe. But let me ask you something. Who gave them the authority to define you? Who told them they had the power to determine your destiny? Who gave them permission to set a boundary in their life? See, the truth is, they don't know what's inside you. They don't know the fire that burns in your spirit. They don't know the vision that keeps you awake at night. They don't know the strength that you have yet to tap into. When people tell you what you can't do, they are not speaking about your potential. They are speaking about their own limitations. They are revealing what they believe about themselves, not what is possible for you. If someone has never built a business, they will tell you that starting one is impossible. If someone has never broken barriers, they will tell you that your dreams are unrealistic. But here's the truth. Filled with people who were underestimated, counted out, and dismissed. The greatest inventors, the greatest leaders, the greatest world changers, they all had to overcome the weight of public opinion. They had to believe in something greater than the words spoken against them. They had to hold on to the truth that what's inside them is stronger than what's against them. Do not let the world's small thinking shrink your big destiny. If you listen to the wrong voices, you will never discover the full power of who you were created to be. It's time to shake off the opinions that have held you back. It's time to reject the labels that were never meant for you. Some of you are waiting for validation. You're waiting for the world to approve your dream, for people to support your vision, for the right circumstances to appear. But let me tell you, you don't need their permission to become who you were born to be. Potential is not activated by the approval of others. Potential is activated by faith, courage, and action. You will never know how far you can go until you decide to step beyond what they say and into what you believe. You are more than their expectations. You are more than their doubts. You are more than their limited thinking. You are a force, a light, a creator of destiny. And when you finally decide to walk in the full power of your potential, the same people who doubted you will have no choice but to watch in amazement. There is a truth that many people struggle to accept. Greatness is never birthed in comfort. No one rises to the top without first being tested, broken, and challenged beyond what they thought they could handle. Every person who has ever accomplished anything of significance has faced obstacles, setbacks, and resistance. The road to success is not a smooth highway. It is a battlefield. And the difference between those who succeed and those who fail is simple. The successful do not run from adversity. They use it as fuel. Too many people believe that adversity is a sign that they should give up. The moment they encounter difficulties, they assume that maybe they weren't meant to succeed. Maybe the dream was too big. Maybe the goal was too ambitious. Maybe they just weren't qualified enough. And so they retreat. They lower their expectations. They settle for mediocrity because they think struggle is a sign that they are on the wrong path. But let me tell you something. Struggle is not a stop sign. It is a sign that you are being prepared for something greater. If you never faced resistance, you would never develop the strength required to sustain success. If you never had to fight through difficulties, you would never build the resilience needed to handle what is coming. The fire you are walking through today is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to refine you. Think about the greatest achievers in history. Every single one of them had to endure challenges that would have made the average person quit. The greatest inventors, the greatest leaders, the greatest pioneers, none of them had it easy. They were criticized, doubted, rejected, and underestimated. But instead of allowing adversity to break them, in life you will encounter people who doubt you. They will question your abilities, criticize your dreams, and tell you that you are aiming too high. Some will disguise their doubt as concern, saying things like, "I just don't want you to get your hopes up," or "Maybe you should consider something more realistic." Others will be more direct, telling you that you will never succeed, that you don't have what it takes, or that your vision is impossible. But I have come to tell you today, do not waste your energy arguing with them. Do not exhaust yourself trying to explain your potential. Do not fight to prove your worth with words. Instead, let results do the talking. Let your success be the loudest response to their disbelief. Let the evidence of your achievements silence their doubts. One of the greatest mistakes people make is feeling the need to defend their dreams. They waste time trying to convince others to believe in them. They argue with critics, respond to every doubter, and seek approval from those who never truly supported them in the first place. But here's the truth. Opinions do not determine destiny. Results do. The world does not remember the critics. It remembers the doers. The names that go down in history are not those who sat on the sidelines offering opinions and judgments. The names that live on are those who took action, who built something, who overcame the odds, and let their work speak for itself. Every successful person you admire was once doubted. Every innovator, every leader, every game changer had people who thought they would fail. When they started, they were questioned, dismissed, even laughed at. But they did not stop to argue. They did not waste energy responding to the negativity. They focused on their work, and when success came, their results became undeniable. You do not have to explain yourself to people who cannot see your vision. They are not meant to see it because it was not given to them. It was given to you. Do not let the opinions of small-minded people shrink your ambition. Do not let their words distract you from your purpose. The best way to respond to doubt is not with explanations or debates, but with undeniable, unstoppable, undeniable proof. When someone tells you that you can't, work harder. When they say it's impossible, go further. When they laugh at your dream, keep building, keep pushing, keep executing. Because the moment you succeed, the same people who doubted you will have no choice but to recognize what you have accomplished. The reality is that most people do not believe in something until they can see it. They lack vision, so they cannot comprehend what you are trying to create. They judge you based on where you are, not realizing that you are in the process of becoming something greater. But just because they cannot see it now does not mean it is not real. Just because they do not believe does not mean you will not succeed. Silence the doubters with results. Let them talk while you work. Let them criticize while you build. Let them doubt while you grow. Because when success comes, when the results are undeniable, when your work speaks louder than their words, there will be nothing left for them to say. You have something inside you that the world needs, but not everyone will see it. Not everyone will believe in you. That is why you must believe in yourself. They said you couldn't, prove them wrong. They said you wouldn't, prove them wrong. They said it's impossible, prove them wrong. Rise up, step out, go forward, and when you succeed, you won't have to say a word because your life will do the talking. Thank you.